everybody? What's going on? Tis I, Uncle Black 215. Welcome back to 2.5 Hills. Don't adjust your sets. We didn't go back in time. He is here in the flesh, man. We got the wise man back. What else? What up, DJ? What up, DJ?
What an honor, I tell you. Been too long.
Ow. Great to have you, baby. Great to have you on the program. Normally we'd do the TED Talk, but Bree's not here, and it's a little bit late. Netflix, I'm not gonna lie, Triple H did a good job getting off the air in good time. 2.5 is a good time to get everything you need.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he seems to be holding course with that 2.5, so I think that's a good amount there.
Listen, I feel like they're free. They're more free.
Yeah.
They're moving with less restrictions, and they're having it out. Like, I've never seen so many commercial breaks for matches, so I know that they are just having the time of their lives. I know they are. What a show! What a show, man! Raw on Netflix just wrapped up for this week. A lot of noteworthy things to discuss. So I figure we start from the beginning, where we get CM Punk pulling up to the building, honking the horn, having a ball. Because if you saw Raw on Netflix the previous week, the premiere, he fought Seth Rollins, and he got the big fat dub. So he came out to celebrate and relish the moment. DJ, your thoughts on the opening segment on Monday Night Raw?
I'm telling you, it opened the only way that the Second City Saint could, and that is straight fire. And I loved how he gave back to honor the firefighters and the first responders before they said anything, and I thought that was great. We have friends that have bashed Phil for his past actions,
me included. I'm not gonna lie, I actively bashed Phil, but you know what? In this situation here with that was a noble move, Philip. And I can't be mad at you much longer after that, man. Respect.
I've seen a change in him, in the product that he puts forward. And I really believe that he's trying to help rather than just me. So I love the opening segment. I love that he got the win on opening night. This is going to be a great series of feuds that we get as we build to the granddaddy of them all.
Yes, sir.
Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
The Rumble, as far as I'm concerned, is going to be as stacked as Jenga when you first set it up, okay? Because at this segment here, we got out of it. Punk's in the Rumble, Seth's in the Rumble, Drew's in the Rumble. We already got Cena. We already got Roman. Like, this Rumble is shaping up to be one of them. I feel like every year it's supposed to be one of those, but now it's looking like it's going to be one of those Rumbles this year, man. I love it. I love every piece of it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And I expected someone to come out. I didn't expect both to come out. And I loved the nod to John, dear old cousin John, when he first started. He's like, a lot of people say you can't see him, but I've been seeing him the whole time. I was like, oh, all right, that's a good line. And it's just the chemistry of all three performers to open the show. Fantastic.
Absolutely. And then from there, man, again, Michael Cole screamed this out as loud as he could. The worst kept secret in WWE. And I felt like it was. But we get to the next match where it was Chad Gable seeking out some real good competition. The best luchador that Adam Pearce could find. And again, the worst kept secret in wrestling, PENTA debuts. And on my mama, when I saw earlier today, I seen that the masks were on sale. The t-shirts were on sale. I said, look here. It is quite the tale because I'm a huge fan of everywhere that Penta has been.
Mm-hmm.
But the man hasn't even stepped foot in the ring, and the shirts and the masks were on sale. Okay. I first things first, I was just very, very happy to see him in there, see him stroll to the ring and get it off, man. I was very, very happy. So Penta debuted on Raw. Thoughts on Penta making his debut in an impressive match with Chad Gable, almost a classic, if you will.
A wrestling clinic, start to finish. They ran through so many different holds and so many different moves. It was a treat to watch. In fact, I went back and watched parts of it and rewound it because I knew I was going to have time with some of the commercials, just to see some of the excellent. Chad Gable is such a good worker. Absolutely. And then when you throw in the excitement of Penta, and you got those glimpses, weeks ago, just a flash, the Zero would show up, and then to see actually Penta in the flesh there, it was amazing. I marked out like nobody's business. It's like, man, I want one of those masks now. I wish they would have waited, until after the match and then made the announcement. Now on sale, you can get, all this Penta, merch. I just think it would have been, cool. I love that his family was there. Just a very heartfelt, after match promo. It worked really well. I'm glad they picked Gable to do it with him. I'm excited to see where it goes from there.
I'm baffled. I'm taken aback, and I'll tell you why. This right. As long as Penta has been in AEW, I knew that he has been the star from everywhere he has been. That had the ability to do what he does. But with that promo that he cut after that match, I was watching it, and I just started yelling, "Print the fucking money out," because we ain't seen nobody this over wearing a mask since Rey Mysterio. Yeah. No offense to Dragon Lee, no offense to him, he's amazing. But as far as, he's a proven commodity, and everybody knows it, everybody loves it, and especially in the WWE style now, he can still go crazy, but it's just now he got that sauce on it. He got the WWE juice. So now it's about to, I say he gonna make as much money as Rey Mysterio did with these masks, if not more. Because listen, if you're buying one, you gotta buy two of them. So shout out to Penta, and what a match with Gable. And I'm drawing a blank here. What happened on the show from here? Let's carry on from there. What else happened on Raw?
I'm back off in Pentaland.
Listen, it's all right. Listen, look, he is. Personally, I can't wait until Rey Fenix gets the contract freed up and he gets to join. I feel like that was the move. If you were able to get both of them on this show, the tag team division anywhere, fire. But Rey got to wait out. He got to wait out the rest of that contract. So soon enough.
I'm wondering, is Tony? Did Tony watch it? And then after the match, did he realize maybe I messed up? Maybe I shouldn't have let him go.
Don't listen. I can see him now. Put the belt on Phoenix. Out of nowhere, Phoenix beats John Moxley for the world championship. No! Don't go, Rey. I'm going.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. All right. So, that's. I thought that was good. After that, we had Fight Night. I guess
Oh yes,
around 63.
I think this was
I guess
the
you.
fourth match that they had. Yes, Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser, and in a match that got a lot of time. Like these wrestling matches,
Yeah.
they're letting them wrestle out there, and
Yeah.
I didn't anticipate anything else other than Sheamus coming out with a victory because Ludwig can lose, and it's okay because he won't be hurt because he's that good. But as we already saw from Sheamus winning that match, it was confirmed along with another match that he is the next number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship, and he will take on Braun Breaker at Saturday night's main event in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah. Uh, the match was good. But I just we've seen this before.
Absolutely. It was your run of the mill Monday Night Raw match.
Yeah, and not only that, we've seen it between the same characters over and over again. And whether it's Gunther that it shows up at the end, or whether it's Braun Breaker that shows up at the end, and the endings are the same. I I like Sheamus, and I like that he's still able to wrestle and put on quality matches. But there's a lot of young talent in the back that I think probably deserves to shine as well. And until you open up and the newness wears off of the Netflix Raw, then you need to let them shine as well. Because it's still, I mean, we had what, 5 matches tonight, 6 matches maybe, and then the original or the premiere episode only had 4 matches. So they got a lot of time to tell stories with other wrestlers. But when you're limited on the spots, let's give it to the young guys. Have Sheamus come out because everybody recognizes him, everybody loves him. Have him wrestle after a dark match or a pre-match or something. But yeah, just because we've seen this already, and let's get somebody new in there. So get them some TV time.
I respect that because everybody's hungry. Everybody wants your shot. Now I can honestly say this, right? With the quote unquote transfer window happening, a lot of things are happening. A lot of things are being moved around. And plus, right, this is only the second week. Okay. We still got a lot of time and a lot of things to happen. Okay. A lot of people are going to be showing up here on Raw on Netflix, and we don't even know the half of it.
Yeah.
So I say just give us some time, let it breathe, to quote The Rock. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Because boy, oh boy, it's gonna be one.
Yeah, yeah. So then after that, what did we have? We had the Gunther come out.
Oh yes, a very very surprising segment here. You want to talk about that?
Man, I don't know how I feel about it. Gunther came out and said the Gunther things.
He did what he was supposed to do. I'm world champ. I'm better than y'all.
Yeah. I'm better than you, street trash, and and you can recognize it. And I don't even know why I'm here because nobody else is on my level.
I took exception to that, brother.
Then you get and I don't remember if he said something about main event first or whatnot, but then of course main event comes out.
Main event, Jey Uso, yeet,
whipping that crowd up into a frenzy, and then gave one of the most passionate retorts to Gunther that I think I've seen him do. And this is what I was iffy about. I think he got a little too emotional there. It almost like he wanted to break down. It almost seemed like he was just so into it. And I don't know. To me, that believability scale just dropped off a little. And I'm like, it almost sounds like he's trying to cry. It's like, all right, I know it's emotional, but it kind of pulled me out of that moment. I was up to him until he really started getting in on it. And I'm like, I think he just went a little too far, with that, letting that emotion carry him. Very good promo, though. He did a great job with it. He said the words correctly. I just think he had the wrong tone with it. But that sets up another match on Saturday night, main event.
Uh-oh. Well, you know what? I'm going to have to respectfully disagree, because when I saw their promo, what I saw was somebody who's finally getting a shot. I mean, it's not like he hasn't had a shot before, but like, this is a pretty big deal here. This is Saturday night's main event. This is the World Championship. The world is watching. NBC, Peacock, worldwide. And I can be as honest as I can be in this situation here. For somebody who has to make you believe that he is not losing, because that's what Jay has to do. He has to go out there and make you believe that, hey, listen, I'm going to win. For a second, when him and Gunther was having a back and forth, I'm like, oh yeah, Jay, you about to have a good match, brother, but you're not going over. And then at the moment when you felt as though he was just trying too hard, I mean, he was pushing it, I believed him. Because you will always have to try to earn your respect. Always. I'm still trying, and I'm grown. And you look at Jay's situation. I don't want to get all into it, but look at the family.
Yeah.
Rock, cousins, Roman, brothers, little brother acting bigger than the big brothers. Like, come on. So with that one, I understand that, because you constantly striving to be better, trying to fight to get better, improve yourself. So I felt that. I heard that. And even though in the long run, he's not going to win this world championship, that's what I'll say. Now, if he does win, I will pop back up on this podcast and eat crow. But for him not to win, he definitely sold me that he could. I'll possibly be able to suspend my disbelief. Let's see what happens in the next couple weeks leading up to it, and we'll see if I can completely suspend it. But great stuff.
Yeah. So, yeah. And then what else? What did we have? Oh, I know what we had next. Mm-hmm. What do we have next? You remember?
No, not at
all. We had the new Intercontinental Women's Championship match.
Oh yes, Lyra
and Dakota Kai.
Who did you want to win this match?
Oh man, I kind of wanted Dakota Kai to win.
Everybody wanted Dakota Kai to win. I feel like that wasn't a secret. Everybody in the room said she had to win. And when she didn't, I'm not gonna lie, I turned it off for a second. I cut Netflix off for a hot second. I'm sorry, I hate to say it, but I mean, it's well deserved, well earned. But Dakota fought back from broken everything. I felt like this should have been the time. This should have been the moment. But, you want to put over the young talent, as you was talking about. So I feel like this is a situation where you got to let the youth take over, let her run with it, and see what happens from there.
Yeah. I don't know. I still have this Lyra trying to be too much like Becky Lynch.
Becky Jr.
And that really kind of, I don't know. It's be your own self. Don't try to be like somebody else. And I heard that Becky signed a new deal, so maybe they'll do maybe Lyra will come out and say, now I'm the man for doing this. And
oh no,
and then Becky comes out and says, I know you didn't just say that,
I'm the man.
But as far as the match goes, I was kind of bored with it.
Mm-hmm.
It was all right. it was a good TV match, but especially for crowning a new champion, I kind of expected a little bit more, and definitely expected Dakota Kai to win.
Absolutely, good time. And there was also, from this moment, we was getting ready to receive the gift that keeps on giving, our Miz versus Sami Zayn match. And
Yes.
I just want to make a note here that we did not see my favorite new act in all of professional wrestling this week, The New Day, on Raw this week. But it was announced that next week, The New Day will be in action. So we all can boo them out of the building. So I cannot wait until next week so we can boo them out of the building there.
Man, I don't know.
I love them. This was perfect. Yeah, I love it. They did it right. And I feel like if everything went the way it was supposed to go, it probably could have been better. But for what we got, this is the cleanest way to get them to the other side, and it doesn't hurt them at all. They're not hurt by it because everything's justified. They did something disgraceful. By God awful.
Yeah. I'm still hoping that there's a chance that Big E comes out and gets cleared. I'm hoping, because I just think that would be an amazing story to tell. But that takes away from the match that was, which was Sami and The Miz, which Miz did Miz things, Sami did Sami things.
We need 15 minutes of TV time. Who wants to wrestle?
Right, yeah. I
good stuff. It was. Listen, on no planet was this match going to be a bad one. Straight like that.
Yeah. It's just you need to tell a quick story, get in, do it. Just let the crowd eat it up, and sure enough, they did, and it was good. It was a good match. Sami comes out victorious in this one after a very impressive first half by The Miz. Sami comes back with the hell of a kick and Blue Thunder Bomb for the win. And that brought us back to yet another promo with Mommy.
Yes, Rhea Bloody Ripley is the new women's world champion. She is back on top, as she loves to yell. And I feel like this segment here did a lot of crossing the streams here, letting you know what possibly could be. Because as Mommy came out and, enjoyed her celebration, she was interrupted by whom you may be asking. Nia Jax. Yeah. The transfer window is a thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and the way that she made it seem is like she, hey, I was just kind of sitting in back and catering, and I heard this, and so I figured I'd come out, and so I'm like, I didn't know if she was, transferred over, or if she's just, is this a one-off, appearance? That wasn't really clear, so it'll be interesting to see how they go forward with it.
Right. Well, she said that she made a proclamation that she is going to win the Royal Rumble, and then she's taking everybody's belts. And then from there, it was also confirmed that Bayley has a championship match on SmackDown against Miss Tiffany Stratton. Oh, it's Tiffy time on SmackDown. So the women's division is bubbling in WWE. I am excited for what we have here. Also, Bayley.
Yeah,
Bayley was on Raw. They were in San Jose, California. It was her hometown, and she got throwing fisticuffs. Man, everybody want to fight,
and that's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. I don't know. I still can't get behind Nia. I really, and I know that's her job, so she
Right.
does it well.
Too good.
But her cadence is annoying, and just I'm just don't whine. Just say what you're going to say. Say it with authority because you are an authoritative person. You have the skills and the size to back up whatever you say. Just come out and say it straight. None of that whiny little sing song and it's all here fun. No, shut up, wrestle, prove it, and get out of there. But again, we got a lot more entrants into the women's rumble. We got more foreshadowing on events to come. It's kind of hard to tell who's going to be coming after what belt. But we have good matches on the horizon, which is
Absolutely. Listen, I should mark my words here, okay? After the amazing efforts by one Roxanne Perez over at NXT Evil, doing the JOB to Julia, I can see Roxanne Perez showing up on Monday Night Raw and shaking that whole show up and rocking its on its side. If not Raw, then SmackDown. And don't forget about the Queen. The Queen is overdue to make this return. I'm itching. I feel like she's coming back. She may come to SmackDown because that's where the husband is. So I just say this. The women's roster better watch out because it is, again, stacked like Jenga pieces.
Oh, yeah. It's about to get interesting. That is for certain. I'm really excited for where they are taking this, and I love this Netflix format that allows to really showcase that. So I think that they're doing a better job with that than they did at USA. They're letting them cook. Yeah. Speaking of letting it cook, this has been boiling over for a while now. I don't know if this is the end of it. My guess is probably not. But we had a street fight that broke out between Damian Priest and Finn Balor.
Yes.
And
fucking Groundhog Day, man.
Yeah.
But I'm positive that this is the end of this feud here because, again, they have carried the latter part of 2024 on their shoulders month after month, week after week, show after show, town after town. So it is well deserved and well earned that they have their blow off match. And what a match it was. I could tell that the feud is over because if you go to the finish, look at the last finish, the last South of Heaven.
Yeah.
Yelled out, "I am not my brother's keeper," as if this was the stamp. This was it. It was delivered with authority. And on the cover, little inside baseball, he held his hand. Come on now. I don't want to pull the curtain back too much, but I think it's done. But the shenanigans, the weapons, it was chairs, kendo sticks, tables. Oh my.
That was it a Phantom Driver or a Falcon Arrow that he took that Priest gave Balor off the little railing,
off the scaffolding through the table. Yes. Violence upon violence.
That hurts. I don't care who you are or how safe a worker you are. Your ears are going to be ringing a little bit after that. But sold absolutely amazingly. I loved it. The fact that they were putting him on a stretcher and then brought him back down to the ring. I haven't seen that since probably early 2000s.
Gave you the greatest hits with that one.
Yeah, that was amazing to see. Of course, you had interference from the Judgment Day. The War Raiders came out to even even the score. I honestly thought that we were going to get a Dominic Mysterio interference, and someone would come out to help even the score there, but we didn't
Oh,
get that.
Dom was getting them bags, man. Dom on punishment right now, so I don't think Dom gonna be able to go out and play with the Judgment Day. I think he's gonna be waiting on Liv hand and foot for a little bit.
Right.
Absolutely.
So, that brought us to the end of the show.
Oh man, so listen. Overall, scale of 1 to 10, what do you grade Monday Night Raw?
Oh, this week,
Yes.
I gave it a solid 7.
All right. I like that 7.
7, which is up from last week. Last week, I gave it a 5.
Okay, that's correct. I mean, I can understand that with all of the with the lack of wrestling, but therefore you understand last week was an introduction for everybody else. Because again, we know we're here, we know, but for everybody else, yeah. But as far as this week is concerned, I was going to say 7, but the Penta debut and the Penta promo already, I take it up to about a 7.8 for me. Just okay. Penta came through and added that 0.8 and really got me interested to see what happens with him, because I don't know what direction he's going to go in. But I will say this, for the love of God, please keep him as far away from the LWO as possible.
Preach.
That's all I got to say. Well, listen, with that being said, DJ, it's been a pleasure. Oh, my goodness. We need to do this again sometime.
We will. Absolutely. I appreciate you having me on.
For sure. Man, listen, come on now. Listen, your seat is always welcome here, brother. Well, I'll always have you to talk about wrestling with me, man. Always.
I appreciate that.
All right. So, listen, that's it. I ain't got nothing else to talk about. Neither do him. Don't forget to follow me everywhere. UncleBlacc 215. Follow the show right down there. DJ, where can they follow you at?
I don't know. I'm not really much around anymore. I'm more of I'm a grandpa and kind of retired and just kind of guest spotting wherever I can find a spot.
All right. Well, you know what? You'll see DJ wherever you see him. There we go. How about that? All right, guys. Well, listen, again, thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, sign up, Ingorilla.com. If you don't know, now you know. And like we always say, wherever there's wrestling, there's 2.5 fields. And now we play the song